Hi there. My name is Millie, and welcome to my continuing journey where I seek adventure, danger, and most importantly, treasure. Will you join me on my quest as I wander these strange lands that bear no name? Are you brave enough? Hey there, apprentice. You have arrived just in time. I have finally moved out of this little starter house, and we have a brand new place. And I'm not going to show it to you yet. It's kind of off camera, but we have two lovely villagers in here that are librarians, so I still have a bed just in case. But this is my mending librarian, and as you can see, I have been busy. I still need a better helmet, but everything else is protection 4, unbreaking 3, mending, and I have some fabulous tools. As I mentioned last week, we have a ton of things that we have been doing around here, and I have been so busy that I kind of got carried away. So do forgive me. I have been doing lots of things, and one of those things is immediately behind me here. As you can see, we have a skeleton XP farm. I needed it for levels. I needed so many tools. I needed to be ready for you and ready for the things that are coming up very soon. So let's start with a quick tour of the things that I have going on around here. This is our skeleton XP farm. As you can see, there is very dark in there, but the skeletons spawn and they go up a drop chute, which I will show you above. They come on down right here and land, and then I can kill them for XP and lots of goodies. While I'm AFKing here, I have also set up a very quick and dirty bamboo and sugarcane farm. Very quick, it's just based on the observers, and it's producing a little bit. It's not a lot. Also, while I was digging this part out, I found a cave. And this is actually a dripstone cave. So underneath all of this area are dripstone caves. There's sprawling. There's just tons of them. And I wanted to take you guys down here because look what I found, and I haven't cracked it open yet. I wanted to bring you here, my little apprentice, to show you a geode. I had found one of these already during some other mining. Ooh. A4 goodies. Really just want the iron right now. The copper's a good bonus, but I've been really needing iron. So geodes spawn, and they can be 30. This one's 33 or 32 or something, so they don't have to be too deep, but you can find them very deep as well. They're always going to be surrounded by smooth basalt, and that's how you can tell that it's a geode. Obviously, it's not like the other stones around here. We kind of clear out a little more of this. I'd like to make it easy to get into. And we can dig it straight into this. One more layer here. Now let's just take a center point here. So your first layer is always going to be smooth basalt. Second layer is always going to be calcite. And then there's your actual geode. So most of them, like this one, they're usually open. They usually will have one side open to a larger cave of some sort. This one has a little bit of dripstone in it. it will always have different budding crystals. So budding crystals, the budding blocks themselves, now these are so close to my skeleton farm that they have all grown up. But if we take, so first off, you've got your amethyst block. You have your crystals. The crystals themselves can be fortuned to get these crystal shards, amethyst shards. This is a budding block. Do not break this. This cannot move. It has to stay here to bud more of these. Or you can silk touch them. A silk touch will give you an amethyst cluster. Now the amethyst clusters don't do anything but look pretty. They give off a little tiny bit of light, but that's all they do. But the crystals themselves can be crafted into blocks, and you can also use them to craft spyglasses with our copper. So there's a few different things, and you can also do the different, I'm going to get a couple more of these crystals here real quick. You can also do what we did over here, and we will have to make a better entrance point between these two things. It's very tight in here. I started to dig it out. Didn't quite get through it all for you. That leads back to our actual strip mine. But if you come in here, it also helps you create tinted glass. So glass with the crystal, the shards, the actual shards themselves around this will give you this tinted glass where it does not let any light in, and it's perfect for spawners so you can actually look in and see. And here is our skellies here with a little bit of a looting. One little hit here will take these fellas out, drop their loot down here into the chest. And I have 2 hoppers feeding into multiple chests. But let me give you one little quick extra look is our skellies. This is like come up a bubble elevator. They drop 4 blocks down. And you can see how I have it set up. These guys, obviously, they do get stuck until more skeletons come. Unfortunately, this is too tall for it to actively create the spawner, but you can kind of get an idea if you go fast enough. So that is what I have been working very diligently with for you while I've been waiting for you to return. So I would like to formally invite you to the Adventurers Guild. In the upcoming episodes of this series, we will be doing lots of fun things. Mostly adventuring in all of these beautiful biomes that we have around us, including all of the biomes that are below. And I have found some exciting things below besides that amethyst geode and that in that dripstone cave that I just showed you. And I am so glad that you are back to come and hang out and be able to do these things with me. And here is the first of our builds that I want to show you as we go into the Adventurers Guild. This is our bridge, and I do still need to top it off because I do want to put fence posts and lights. I've been trying to raise up my librarians to be able to give us lanterns, because I think it's cheaper to buy lanterns with an emerald than it is to make them out of iron nuggets and torches. Now here is our main little area that I have terraformed up as our entry point to the Adventurers Guild, which you see our grand staircase here. I'm not showing you what we have up above yet. We're getting there. This is a cow crusher and a smoker. Yes, I wasn't going to do this, but I needed leather bad, and you'll see why here in a little bit. It's very loud, so we won't stay down here, but I decided to make it look sort of like they were giant urns. Big giant entry points to this big build up above. Now as we come up our staircase, which took a very, very long time, as you can imagine. I still think I want to do a little bit more with it besides these vines. I'm growing the vines here and the bamboo here to kind of cover up how plain this wall is. I do want to eventually add mossy blocks into this build. Now here is a demonstration of some of the sizes of our geodes, and I do want to put a lantern here at some point to kind of light this area up as well. As we come up here, I started adding some tough block into it. And here is our main, of course now it's going to rain. This is the main entrance to the Adventurers Guild, and we do need names for this kitty cat. So this is our guard kitty cat in case there's any creepers out there. And here is our cave entrance. I'm still working on it. I think I still want to change a few more of these stones out, but I love having the dripstone here, glowberries. I still maybe some more moss in here. And yes, you'll hear some things going on as I take you for a tour. This will lead up into the main Adventurers Hall. However, it is kind of an emergency shoot here. Here is our enchanting table, and I still haven't done anything with this up above, so we do need to work on that. Now I have named our kitty cat. We have one name tag. So this is my kitty cat in real life, so that's why this kitty cat exists here, and she has herself a little carpet. Now if we continue over here, I made a sheep farm, and this little sheepy has been producing a lot of wool for us. And if we come up here, the last time you saw this, it was just a big flat area where I just started to build things. So let's see, drum roll please. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. Explorers are welcome. Welcome to my lodge. We have 30-minute sightseeing tours. That's where you come in. You need to be able to take us on tours. So I'm going to take you all around this area and show you all the sights and all the things that we can see, and also be able to take other people on trips. So Explorers Guild, Adventurers welcome. So in our Adventurers Guild, here it is. Our first adventurer is a young lad who needs healing from a zombie infection. I trapped him in a boat, so hopefully we'll be able to heal him. But he sits over here by the greenhouse, and I'm starting to collect some of the flowers, flora and fauna that exist here. We have all of the different barrels and storage and accessories like our spyglass, our leads, milk in case we have some raiders that come and want to attack us, and this is the doorway that leads down. Now, I'm still working. I still need to do a lot more decoration in here. But as you enter into the Adventurers Guild, this is where I stand and welcome people to the Adventurers Guild and ask them if they want to take a tour or they need to, you know, borrow some supplies like fishing poles and boats and swords and saddles and that sort of thing. And then over here we have our storage room. And yes, these are pretty much organized. This is why I needed the leather. I don't have all of these item frames yet, so some of these are still empty. But everything has a place so far. And yes, a little bit of spoiler here, I have found some things. I will be showing that to you later in this video where I discovered that. And we have had some run-ins with some raiders wanting all of our lovely loot. If we follow over here though, there is a back door. And this leads to our stable area. Right now I have one little horsey, but he doesn't have a name either. And then if you head down this way, we have some of our gardens. I'm not quite finished with them yet, but I do have beehives and auto composter. I have some cactuses growing. I moved them over there because I was tired of getting stuck on them. Eventually I might do one of those auto farm collection things, but again, I need more iron. I am so out of iron all the time. This gives you a good view of the back side. We have our little tower, and we have our little windows up above. These are the new the mud blocks. Mud blocks, and compacted mud blocks. I really enjoyed building that up. And then if we come up here, up the staircase, welcome to the main lodge area of the Adventurers Guild. This is where the adventurers come and cook up dinner and relax for the evening after a long day. And there's a brewing cauldron, so we can make up lots of big chilies and soups and yummy things. All sorts of supplies in here. I do have these organized too, but I don't have enough item frames yet, so those will all have item frames eventually. I do want to add more items in here. And a big table, so the head of the table can sit on the big mangrove chair. I love this color and I love these chairs. Now this area over here, I think it's going to be another enchanting setup, or I'm going to move my enchanting setup over here. I haven't decided yet, but it's missing a block. That's odd. And then there is a very small area up here for more storage or something along those lines. I haven't decided what to do with that yet either. All of this needs stuff. There, like, plenty of stuff we need to do. So as we go on adventures and collect things, we can start adding all sorts of neat goodies. Then we have bedrooms, and they don't have beds in them yet. Well, not all of these. These two bedrooms are identical. They're for, as I said, adventurers who have come to spend the night. We have a little broom closet or bathroom. I haven't decided what I'm going to decorate this as, or it could be another room. And then we have my bedroom. And again, it hasn't been decorated yet, except for a little bed, a little chest, some bamboo. But it has a nice view out the window. Well, hopefully, with a brand new day, we can go out and look at the last little bits of our beautiful Adventurers Guild. You have beautiful sights of our main village and the secondary village. Can't see the third village, but it is out there. This is a really nice little balcony area. I still need to get some lanterns up here to lighten it up a little bit. We'll put some torches up here for now. And it has a staircase that leads down to our beehives, so I can come and collect up some honey, and they can go back and forth over the flowers and the fields and pollinate all of our vegetables and fruits. Now, there's not that much over here yet. I'm still working on the terraforming, but there is our guild from the front. Let me come around and see if you can see a little better. Here we go. We have a big smoking chimney up there, so we can see this place from quite a ways. I built it in a very eclectic style. As you could tell, it is a mishmash of all sorts of different styles. And I wanted to do that on purpose because of the fact that I feel like an Adventurers Guild would have started out as maybe a old house or something like that, and then it slowly evolved as time went. And I think we might add things to this house eventually as well in a similar vein. Like the greenhouse was added on in another time, and maybe this tower was added on later, and maybe this stable was added at a later date. Come down here, kind of get a good look at it from this edge. I really like how it looks with all of the different the different colors and textures, different wood types. It's very homey and very like welcoming, and it has a lot of potential. Now you can't see it too well from here, but the roof up here is the copper already oxidized, and I'm letting the roof oxidize as well. I haven't decided whether I'm going to wax it yet, but I do have the bees, so we are getting there in case we want to do that. So next week, we will start our adventures. And we're going to go through all the biomes. So I've done a lot of other videos where we started with all the basics, how-tos, different things like that. This is not that series. Well, it sort of is. But this is going to be an adventure series. That is why I really wanted to have a good base of operations to be able to take you around so we can give tours. And if people request to go see an ocean monument or they request to go see an ancient city, we will be there for them to be able to take them to those places. And I'm looking forward to it because there are so many new biomes. There are so many. I want to try to visit them all. We will try to visit as many as possible, and I'll introduce you to what you can find in those different biomes. Some biomes have specific things that you can only find there, like snow and ice and spruce trees and different kinds of flowers, obviously skulk blocks and end blocks and all that kind of fun stuff. So we're going to go through all of those cool things, as well as up here to start with. Before we leave, we should do the one that everybody, this biome that we are in. We are in a meadow biome, and if you take a look right here on the left-hand side of the screen, about midway, we have a meadow. But the one thing you can do in a meadow is win a Sound of Music achievement. But we need a music box, which obviously we need a music disc, which we did find in our skeleton farm, and then we need a single diamond. And I did not bring enough wood blocks with me, so we'll go back upstairs here. My emergency hatch for when I don't want to go outside when it's dark out. Let's get a little bit of wood, and I have a lot of spruce, so let's get some more spruce wood. And what we can do is make our first jukebox of this world. Let's find a good place for it. Where would it, like, maybe up here. I think when we're relaxing at night, we'll want to listen to music, right? Like, I think that sounds like a good idea. So let's move this table and we'll put a jukebox right there. And if this works, it should work because we are living in a meadow. We should get the achievement. Here we go. The Sound of Music. And episode 13 is kind of creepy. So we're going to actually use this chest for our music disc. And hopefully we can get some more. But there it is. Make the meadows come alive with the sound of music from a jukebox. And yeah, we are inside. But I'm sure the meadows would love the sound of music. So that is all from me for today. And I hope you all enjoy, and I will see you in a week. So get comfortable, make up your room, and get prepared to go on an adventure. See you in a week. Bye, guys.